Okay, guys, listen up, please. Listen up. Now, you did really, really well against that Polish lot last episode. I was very, very impressed. But that cannot lead to complacency against this mob from Croatia. We have to win. We have to win. And I don't want to put any extra pressure on you, but if you fail, the club's bankrupt and we're all out of jobs. What's that? Oh, right. The Premiership season's starting, isn't it? Of course, of course. All right, if your squad number's over 25, go and warm up, because chances are you're playing. Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome to Season 9, Episode 2 here at H&W Welders on The Impossible Dream. And today, well, it is huge. As I've said before, this European campaign is just about the most important we'll have, I think, probably in the entire series. We have to get back into that group stage or else our financial situation is dire. We'll also start the Premiership season, which is exciting. We'll have a look at that in just a second, the league season preview. But this is what we're expected to do this year. We did have a quick look at it last episode, but qualify for the Europa Conference League, so that means top 3 in the league. Third qualifying round of the Europa Conference League, we're there. We need to go beyond that. We've got to reach the semi-finals of the league, the Peaky Blinders Cup, which of course we won last season. Semi-finals of the League Cup, and I think we made the final. We wouldn't know, we made the final of that last year, didn't we? Or did we not? Anyway, and the County Antrim Shield isn't important, and we won it last year, and well, again, a little bit like previous seasons, we're not going to take it too seriously, and we'll get as far as we get. Now, the Premiership season here, we can see if we have a look at the pre-season preview. We are third favourites for the league. We've accomplished, I think, sort of the first part of our goal in that we're very much in a bit of a league of our own there. It's the top 2, Linfield and Larne, are way ahead of us. The rest of the league is way behind us. And, well, there we are sitting there in third. Now, the Dream 11, we do have Napoleon in there, which is good. First time I think we've had a welder in that Dream 11. Now, if we have a quick look here at all the key players in the league, Wilson, we can see there is our key player, and Napoleon. If we go down and have a look at everybody else in the league, you can see there's a few shortlisted players there that are considered top players in other teams, but no former players of ours, which is... I don't know if it's good or bad. Doesn't really matter either way, does it? But that's the stars of the league. Now, finances, as I've shown you before, we've kind of made we've essentially broken even, haven't we? Because of that first leg of the Europa qualifying against the Polish side last time out. But as I've said before, last season we lost just under 1.8 million. We can't afford to do that again. So we've already lost 200 grand this season. So it's not exactly what we would want to do, is it? But we do begin the league campaign against Dungannon. So before we get to that, though, I did want to quickly announce the winner of our goal of the season competition last season. So let's have a look at the winning goal. So there we go, a cheeky little dink finish by Aaron McDade was the winner. I thought it was brilliant. It's probably my pick, to be honest. But yeah, that was the goal that we voted, or you voted as goal of the season last year. 57% of the vote, so it was a tight one, but it was sort of more than 50%. So we'll say it's a legitimate, more than half voted for that goal. So well done, Mr. McDade. Now, let's get this league campaign underway, shall we? So as I said, it is against Dungannon Swifts. They are newly promoted, and we can see here we don't really know what to expect from them. First game of the season, always a little bit tricky. And, it is very much anybody who's not playing in Europe is going to play this one, so except for Jitter in goal. So we do keep faith, not keep faith, but we do keep the same goalkeeper in goal. Coyle, Williams, and Sobowale, some familiar names there. That is our back 3. Coyle is a youngster, of course, who is coming through. Hall and Robin, we're going to give Robin a game as a wing-back. Not ideal, but that's his role in the team, is to be the backup to Mick, what's his name? McCulloch, there he is there. It's Murray and McGreevy getting the starts in midfield for us. It's Simpson in behind Diora and Thomas, again, someone that we brought in to exactly play this sort of role. It is literally the second string, maybe even worse than that in some positions. So let's hope they're good enough. Okay, so we can see the opening day lineups there. I don't recognise any former players in their lineup. They did get just promoted up this season, as I think I mentioned. We should win this one fairly easily. If we play our game, we'll win. Let's maybe go with that. Point our fingers, say we have faith in them to make the difference, and get out there. All right, and here we go. Ideally, we will win this game, but yeah, we just cannot afford to take any risks in Europe. We have to have our best team and we have to have them available. Now they've gone with wingback, so I'll just quickly change the marking assignments. All right, so that is done. Yeah, I mean, we don't want to drop points in the league either, because we saw last year we did get very close in the end to Linfield. It wasn't only 3 points back, I think, in the end. And we know that we can beat Larne. So there is a chance of a total race. Ball to the back post, and Mr. X-Ray Vision, Sean Simpson, starts off the season in style. We're 1-0 up after 15 minutes. And that's pretty good, isn't it? That is exactly what we wanted. Yeah, but like I say, we just cannot afford to risk not getting through in Europe. We have to have our best players, and we have to get through. Because, I mean, the sad fact is, I don't even... Oh, this is not good. We don't want to come straight back for a highlight. This is going to be a second goal for us, maybe. Because what we can't do is we can't afford... Well, not we can't afford. We don't have the players to sell that we could go and sort of make money back. We could see that McDade was valued at just over 100 grand. We would, I think, the most we might get for a player... Now, maybe someone like Wilson we could get a couple of million out of a championship club for. But even that, I think, is extremely, extremely optimistic for us. So, yeah, we're in a bit of a position where Europe it can save us, but we don't really have an easy way out. Oh, that is so annoying. So annoying. Yeah, we don't really have an easy way out if... if we don't get there, we would have to, just cull wages as best we can, really. And it would be a case then of just trying to rebuild. And that is obviously then not the best way to try and get back into Europe. And there's nothing more annoying, is there? It really, really pisses me off when you score a goal and just go and concede straight away. And what we don't want to do is go and concede a second here, please, boys. And that's a penalty, is it? No, but it's gone in the back of the net anyway. And in the space of 2 minutes... we've gone from being in front to behind, and that is, well, if conceding, is that Boyle? Is that the Boyle? Surely not. It's not the Boyle, is it? Oh, it is, It is. It freaking is. Peter Boyle. All right, attack down the right. Attack down the right. Berate. He always was decent, wasn't he, getting the ball forward? It's defensively where he lacks. And... well, they've scored from their only 2 shots on goal, which is obviously annoying. We have King on the bench, who can play inverted wing on the right. McGreevy could play left. I'm wondering if we go with wingers here. Yeah, that was... we scored and we fell asleep, didn't we? And then we never got back into it. So I think what we're going to do here is... Sobowale's on a booking, so okay, bear with me here. Okay, so what we're doing is we're going to go to sort of a very attacking looking 4-4-2. McGreevy will go out wide on the left. King has come on for Sobowale. He's going to play as an inverted winger out there. Simpson drops back in as an advanced playmaker. And, well, hopefully second half we will be a lot better. Yeah, we scored. Look at that, and it's just 2 minutes. 2 minutes of madness after the goal we scored. And it's all started to go a little bit wrong. All right, here we go with Hull. Can he get a cross in? He can. It's there towards Thomas, who heads it over the bar. Thomas isn't having a particularly good day. We do have Kagbo on the bench, so we'll bring him on. We've got a free kick here. Now, where's what's his face? Napoleon when you need him. And we do now have another highlight to begin. Hull is very much in field there, isn't he? Here's Boyle on the overlapping run. And if that had gone in, it's just you just give up, don't you, at that point? Murray, let's take you off for the new boy, De Rosa. We've got a highlight. If we can get 20 minutes to play, there's obviously a chance for a second. Kagbo to De Rosa. He crosses it in. Back post. King is there. King is onside and King gets the goal. All right, we're back to 2-2. There it is, Boyle at the back post. Still can't defend there. That's strangely comforting, isn't it? Kagbo in a wide area. Nice little hold-up play. That's what he does. De Rosa gets a good ball into the back post. Boyle, as usual, is asleep. And King is there to stick it home. 2-2. Now the question is, how close was it to offside? Oh, it's Walsh there, isn't it, playing him on? Can we go and get the winner here? I mean, we've been the better team. They've scored from their only... Or they've had 3 shots on goal now. All right, let's make another tweak here. Let's go more direct, higher tempo. Let's just get the ball into the box. I'm still on pause. One thing I could look to do is let's just get 2 target men going up there. And hopefully... What we don't want to drop points, do we? I still maintain that we had to pick this team. We have to get through Europe, and we need to have our best chance to do that. But I equally don't want to drop points here and sort of waste the chance to get second. There's a good one from King. I tell you what, if that had gone in the back of the net and the goalkeeper is all that stopped it, we would have had goal of the season already. Opening day of the Premiership season, spitting everywhere. That goes over the bar. Can we give them something else here? Give them some praise. That's just frustrated them. And it is 2-2 on the opening game of the season. And we haven't played badly there. We've had 2 minutes of just falling asleep. And that is the sort of game we should be winning. So we've already dropped points to Larne as they win 5-0. Linfield haven't played. They've got Crusaders. Who over here? Glentoran have lost to Glenavon, so that is what it is. But there we go. Boyle, with the assist, comes back to haunt us. Well, guys, that was disappointing. But wait right there. We'll be back to go back off to Europe. We're going to Croatia. First game is away from home, isn't it? What do we want here? Schedule. We are away from home. So let's see if we can get some away goals. We have breaking news this evening out of H&W Welders ahead of the club's Europa Conference tie as the club announces 1 in and 1 out. Now out has gone midfielder Joe Willis to Carlisle, but local reporter Eamon Murphy, in comes a defender on loan. Tunks, yes, the Welders have signed 22-year-old Southampton defender Fred Simpson on loan for the rest of the season. Now, although the player was signed before the European squad registration deadline, he doesn't feature. Okay, welcome back, and we have made some moves ahead of this tie. Now, unfortunately, I forgot to register Simpson. We'll come back to why in just a second. But this is the new boy. We've got Fred Simpson, a centre-back on loan from Southampton, only £600 a week. Absolute bargain, and I'll show you him in just a second. We can see very, very good potentially, a very good player, just currently as it is. The fans like him. Let's have a quick look at him, and we can see... I think the only concern I have with him is positioning. Physically, he's quite good. He's good in the air. He's not slow. He's not quick, but he's certainly not slow. Mentally, apart from the positioning, has relatively good stats. And technically, again, he's got those key defensive stats for us. He's not a complete muppet on the ball, so that's positive. Hasn't played before, so when he does play for us, it will be a professional debut. But yeah, I'm relatively... I think we've done quite well. It looks as though at this point we'll probably look to move on either Sobowale or Jay Williams. Because we don't... Well, we've only got a 20-man squad, so we do need to move one of them on. Someone we already have moved on is Joe Willis, 41.5 grand. He goes off to Carlisle. It was just time, I think. We'd moved past him. He'd been a solid player for us. Yeah, solid play without being outstanding, and we've got a relatively good fee. He's worth half of what we sold him for, so yeah, I think he'll be fondly remembered. Perhaps he'll be fondly remembered, but he's done his job for us, and we move him on. Now, let's have a look and see what we're doing here. We've got Rijeka in the Europa Conference League qualifiers. Now, 24 hours has passed since the Dungannon game. I was absolutely knackered. Really sorry there's no episode yesterday. But what I did do, and what made me realise that it just wasn't going to happen, I took Sobowale out of the Europa League side and forgot to register Simpson into it. So we're a player short right now, which is really frustrating ahead of this tie. But this is the team that we're sending out. It's Jidda in goal. It's McCulloch, Edgar, Gribben and Lyons. It's McQuaid and Cundell at the back. It's Wilson, Napoleon and Fitzpatrick. McDade goes up top. We've got Cargwell on the bench along with King, X-Ray Vision, DeRosa, Hall and Robin, plus the backup goalkeeper. And, well, this is huge. Now, we do have a little battle of the Australians here because Julian Williams is Australian. So, him versus Napoleon. Who comes out on top? We'll back Napoleon 9 times out of 10, won't we? We're the underdogs. Are we the underdogs? All right. I mean, I don't feel like we would. Just go out there, show them what you've got. Let's pump our fists. Say we have faith in you to make the difference. And hopefully put on a good show. But yeah, like I say, this is absolutely massive because we need the European money. There is just no way around that. Now, they've come out here a little bit, well, definitely attacking, but also quite narrow. We are expecting them to play Catenaccio against us. So I'm not expecting them to come tearing out. I'm a little bit surprised, actually, that they've come out in such an attacking formation as Kundell wins that back for us, up to McDade. Yeah, given that the style works, basically Wilson in space. Oh, had to be a pass for Wilson. But Lyons picks it up. He's got space to go forward into. There's a good ball for McDade, and it's just over the bar. I was expecting a much more defensive lineup, given that we're expecting to play Catenaccio. Now, of course, seeing that formation makes me think maybe the scouts have got this one wrong for us, and they're not actually going to be playing that Catenaccio style. But we'll see what we get here. Fitzpatrick on a booking early, which isn't ideal. There's a good ball in for McDade. Good first touch. Second touch. Oh, it's still there for Kundell, and it's gone in, and it's disallowed, and McDade's going to be offside, isn't he? I'm assuming it's going to be McDade. Oh, it was a block, and he's offside, and he's right in front of the goalkeeper. And it's difficult to argue that one, isn't it? Unlucky, but difficult to argue it. Let's give them some more encouragement here. McCullough with a throw. Any away goals we could get are obviously a massive bonus for us. Here we go with McQuaid. Can he get a cross in? He can. It's back post for Lyons. Oh, that's a stunning finish from Andy Lyons. It might be a first for the club as well. I don't think he's got many for us, if any at all. It is his first ever goal. I was trying to think if he got one for us at the end of last season after he joined, but obviously he did not. And it's a stunning goal to bring up, and a stunning way to bring up your first goal for the Welders. McQuaid picked him out brilliantly, and first time on the volley. That's an awkward finish, but he's put it away brilliantly. And we're 1-0 up in Croatia. Absolutely superb. All right, can we go and build on this now? We were decent, weren't we? I think most people in the comments were kind of saying the same thing, that the game against the Polish side, Slask or whatever they're called, was surprisingly comfortable. And if we can get another surprisingly comfortable win here, I'll be absolutely delighted. Here we go with Wilson. Come on, mate. He's got space again. There is definitely space in wide areas, isn't there? They are defending narrow. There's a ball to the back post. It's headed away. And the opposition Australian comes forward. We just... McCullough on a booking makes me nervous. Kundell. There is a few bookings in there, isn't there? Well, that's a stunning finish. And it's 1-1. Look at that, right at the end of the first half. So, I mean, early signs here are that this is not going to be the Polish side, although we haven't seen too much from them. I mean, that's one of those that, I mean, could the keeper have done a little bit better, maybe? But that's one of those that the XG on that goal is going to be very, very low, isn't it? There's not too much you can do about that. What do we say? We've been the better team here. Things haven't gone right. All right, let's say we're pleased and keep it up. We have had the more chances. What we haven't done is taken those chances, and we have limited them quite well. They've made a triple sub as well, which probably goes to show the fact that they're not happy with how things have gone. Kundell with an important clearance there. And there is a big part of me that wonders, given how they're playing, if we stick in a DM and just look to be relatively happy with 1-1 with that away goal. Here we go with Wilson. We know he's quick. Can he pick a pass at the end of it? He's gone straight through himself, and he puts it past the post. You know what we could do, actually, is we could do this. We could drop Napoleon back in. He doesn't necessarily have to be a defensive player. Just sitting back in there, we can look to get McQuaid forward a little bit more. And it just maybe protects us a little bit. And hopefully, we might find Napoleon able to get on the ball a little bit more and control the game for us. We've got a free kick to worry about here. Williams. I mean, that's quite good, isn't it? And it's 2-1. Now, we struggled past the Croatian team last year, didn't we? That's a stunning free kick. All right, Napoleon, that's the standard, mate. Show him who's a better Australian here. Maybe give him a quick scout if he can do that. You'd look good in a Welders shirt, mate. All right, let's try demand more. Kundell, not completely thrilled with how you're doing, and on a booking as well. Let's get De Rosa on. He's bought in pretty much to be a box-to-box. All right, that doesn't appear to be working as well in the second half, does it? So I wonder if we try this. And yeah, Wilson's not having his best game. Fitzpatrick's doing okay. If they score again, it's very troublesome, isn't it? Let's try just an encouragement. Napoleon's looking anxious. We have a highlight. Edgar picks it up. Forward for Fitzpatrick. Come on, Fitzpatrick. Gets the cross in. It's cleared away. Only as far as Lions, though. He already has 1 goal today. Can he get a second thumper? He plays it in for McQuaid, and William McQuaid pulls us back level. A second away goal. McQuaid doesn't get many, but he's got one there, a very, very important one, and Lions adds an assist to his stunning goal. And with 5 minutes to play at 2-2, that is just about a good, decent result, isn't it? He's done really well there, McQuaid. Didn't panic in front of goal, took his chance. And let's maybe give them some more encouragement. Napoleon over a free kick. Can we nick this more or less in stoppage time? It's gone over everybody. Penalty ref. No. Ball forward. We pick it up again. Napoleon. McQuaid. Wilson's in a little bit of space. He's making a run. McQuaid goes himself. Oh, wrong option, man. Wrong option. And that is going to be that. So we go home 2-2. Win at home or keep them relatively scoreless and we'll be through. That is a decent result, I'd say, yeah. So Welders held on for draw. I don't think we were particularly brilliant, but we weren't bad there either, I don't think. But that certainly sets up the second leg nicely, doesn't it? And the league we can see there. Now, one thing that did happen is Linfield lost to Crusaders. So it's only Larne that have got a sort of a head start on us with those drop points. So that's not, as I said, that's not the worst thing that could have happened. But guys, that's it for today. We'll be back next time for the second leg. And then, well, hopefully, it'll then be the first leg of the next tie. Otherwise, it'll be a very anticlimactic game against Ballina Millard. And I don't think any of us want to see that. We want to see ourselves progressing here. Let me know how you think we'll go. Certainly, 2-2 away from home is not the worst result. If we play well at home, we should be able to get through, and at least we'll have a game's worth of match analysis to be able to better prepare for them, hopefully in the second leg as well. But if you've enjoyed that, thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you next time for the second leg, and hopefully the first leg of the last qualifying round. Take care.